Good morning, one and all. Women's education in Iran. First, we want to know what's the education. Education is one of the most important means of empowering women with the knowledge, skills, and self-confidence necessary to participate fully in the development process. We have so many ladies that they have a struggle to achieve the education right, like Malala. And about the education in Iran, with the establishment of the first primary school for girls, formal education for women began in 1907 in Iran. The education is one of the main rights for women, and we want to know why. School costs and concerns about girl security prevent them from studying. But in light of the numerous evidences that educated girls are useful to community, and because of the international focus on global education, they are slightly overcoming this obstacle, and they can be educated. And we believe that families in developing countries have consistently shown the women who are more educated have smaller, healthier, and educated family. There is a relation between education and change of attitude. How? Higher education makes female more confident. All of us are female, and when we be educated, our confidence level is increased. And they can become friends with the boys. In some situation, they can study together with no difference. I believe that women and men have their own rights. I don't say that all of them is equal, but they have their own rights, and education is one of them that both sides must have it. And as we know, there is a relation between education, marriage, and fertility. About Iran, I tell you that most of the women, when they started studying in bachelor, they don't have any problem. But if they educated till PhD, after that, maybe for selecting the man for marriage, a little it's become difficult because of their thinkings. And the expansion of women entrepreneurship. In the tendency of women and girls to university education has increased in recent years in Iran, and more than 65% of girls have enrolled in universities. And in order to make optimal use of women's abilities and to achieve economic development, appropriate supportive policies to strengthen entrepreneurial characteristics and the survival of entrepreneurship spirit among women play an important role. And brief, I want to speak about the structure of education in Iran. At the age of 5, the kindergarten started, and our primary school started at the age of 6. And after that, we have secondary school. We have a primary school for 5 years, and secondary school for 3 years, and the last one is high school for 3 years. And if somebody wants to join to universities or any colleges, 1 year pre-university is compulsory for them. And after that, our bachelor duration is 4, our master is 2 years, and our PhD duration is 5 years, at least 5 years. And briefly also, I want to speak about the literacy rate in Iran. Literacy rate of urban areas increased from 88% in 2012 to 90% in 2017. And the literacy rate of rural areas increased from 75.1 to 78.5. And the literacy gap between the rural and urban citizen has decreased from 13.5 to 12%. That both women in urban and rural area, all of them can be educated. And about the postgraduated in Iran, Iranian women seek higher academic degrees, and education culture among Iranian families is increasing, and university graduates contain a high percentage of women in Iran. And 30 years of women's growth in Iran student. Till the year 2007, the male participants in education is become more than the females. But exactly in 2007, the range of the women that they educated is become more than men. And after that, it's become equal with a little difference. They can study, they can be educated together in same levels. And we have so many Iranian successful women in Iran and abroad. That's some of them I introduced to you. Mrs. Sayyed Fatemeh Mughimi is the first woman in Iran who has been able to register her international transportation company. Or Soheila Salahshur Kordestani has a postdoctorate degree in biology and is a well-known and successful activist of medical equipment group. And we have Mrs. Yasaman Muayyedi is the director of International Peace and Friendship Institute for Tonic. And Iran is one of the most advanced, powerful countries in the world today. And all these advances and honors are due to the presence of many scientists and elite Iranian people who are not only in Iran, but maybe also they are in other countries, like Anousheh Ansari. She is the first space woman that she can pay herself for the travel to space. Or we have Maryam Mirza Khani, that she passed away, but she was one of the mathematicians that became a professor at Stanford University in 2008, and she finally became the first woman in the year to become the first Iranian to win the Fields Medal. And we have so many famous Iranian women that we don't have time to speak to that. And there is one poetry, at the first I must read that, but I forget. توانا بود هر که دانا بود ز دانش دل پیر برنا بود. It's one of the first poetry that we learned in our school. It means that if you have knowledge, if you be knowledgeable, you can be more capable. I am not feminist, but I believe that women can achieve their rights. And I hope so in future there is no difference between women's and men's. Thank you.